Hey, Wid, what's the matter?
Bugs. Ooh, I hate bugs. But ladies and gentlemen, I love doing archaeology on myself here in my storage space. And today we're going to go through some of the things that I love the most. I love finding out about movies before movies, or seeing movies before movies come out. They're little teasers. You'll find them in magazines, you'll find them in books, you'll find them in the newspapers. But I'm going to show you a few right now. The first one I'm going to show you is, because I'm here in Philadelphia, all right, Rocky V, okay, Rocky V, okay, that was the fifth one. Who'd he fight in this one? You know,
Tommy
Buddy
Gunn.
Epson or
No,
somebody?
he trained a guy.
He trained a guy in five?
Yes.
Rocky, go for it. Hey, Rocky is the biggest thing that ever happened here in Philadelphia. Here's a postcard from the Italian market. This is where Rocky does his training, right there in the Italian market, and they're all egging him on, and then he runs up to the steps of the museum and runs up there. And there used to be a Rocky statue at the top of the stairs, but those snobs over at the Philadelphia Art Museum said, no, we don't want that. That's not art. That's a fictional character. So they put it at the bottom of the stairs, over in a remote corner. Did you know that I have seen lines going around the block, they all want to pose with the Rocky statue. It's big. There's guys who make a living by just showing people how to pose and taking the pictures and everything. People do it. Every one of the hot dog stands and everything are now called Rocky burgers or Rocky ice cream, all because of that statue. And number 5, go for it, Rocky. And one of my favorite performers was on the Andy Griffith Show. What's the name of that song? The Fishing Hole. Okay? And right here, the character that I think everybody loved best was Don Knotts. Okay, and this is Don Knotts' first movie. All right, this is from 1964, folks. This is Don Knotts. It's a big fun show, and here's Incredible Warner's campaign behind it. And there he is as the Incredible Mr. Limpet. Okay, and he added to the war effort, didn't he? Actually getting out there. But the Incredible Mr. Limpet, 1964, Don Knotts, first underwater world premiere in history. Underwater world premiere at Waikiki Springs, Florida. Film will actually be shown underwater in an underwater theater to 250 leading newspaper and radio TV representatives. Future festivities, events, and exciting 4-day campaign taking place at Port Paris Hotel at the Crystal River. Don will be, and the cast will be among Hollywood guests will be on hand. Can you imagine that? Going to see the Incredible Mr. Limpet for the first time in an underwater theater? It must have been, but I can't fathom it. But I'm going off the deep end here. Another one from '64 that I did not know. Let me see if it's here. Yeah. James Bond is back, folks. James Bond is back, breaking all-time box office records. Look at the ladies all surrounding him. There he is in his, from Russia with Love. Okay, from Russia. Matt Monroe sang that song. And look what it says underneath it. Goldfinger starting production February 24th at Pinewood Studios. Pinewood in England, where they made all of it. But wasn't it great after every James Bond they would show you that, hey, this is the end of this movie, but coming up next will be Thunderball. But a beautiful thing, before it even came out in the theaters, and they're making Goldfinger already. Here's a movie that I really liked, okay? And this is from Premiere Magazine. If you don't remember Premiere Magazine, I don't know why they stopped making it, because I thought it was very educational. I thought I'd share that with you. But right over here's one of my favorite movies from the period. Here's The Grifters. Okay, The Grifters. Okay, Annette Bening. She was good in it. I didn't mind her no go. Of course, John Cusack. Okay, smoking a cigarette. He got beat up a couple times for doing a $20 shot. And Angelica Houston from the famous Houston family, starting with Walter Houston as a great actor, going on to John Houston, a great director, and she went on, Angelica Houston, to be Jack Nicholson's most identifiable girlfriend. And but she was great in this movie, and she was Oscar material in it. She was tough and yet, and I had to go out and buy the VHS cassette as soon as it came out, because anything that has to do with grifters and things like that. There was I think this might be Succession or Becoming Murder. Don't bother me. Okay, sorry folks. That's what you get when you. Okay. Here it is. Boy, oh boy. Am I happy with this one? Here's from the 40s. Boy, oh boy, right there. How did they know I was going to say that? Mr. Bug Goes to Town. That's why I was so afraid of bugs before, John, because they go to town. And I've never heard of this one, but it looks like later Walt Disney stuff. But it was in Technicolor. And Max Fleischer and Dave Fleischer, the same people who made Popeye, yes, right here, and they made a bug movie. Here's music, laughter, love, and joy. Okay, that's not how we feel about bed bugs anymore. And the boss dishes out some. Look at the boss bug. That's Boss Bug. He's supposed to be. And I have never seen this. I have seen other. I've seen that. But here's a movie I have seen, and I had no idea what it was. That it was in Cinerama. This is called Grand Prix. Okay, don't pronounce it wrong, else you'll get in trouble. Grand Prix. It was a racing movie, and if you know what the Cinerama was, it was a 3-camera method where they could capture, almost Sensorama. It was battling the television, so they had to get bigger and bigger and bigger things with movies. So Cinerama was sort of that. How the West Was Won was also in Cinerama. Now there's only one theater left, the Cinerama Theater, and that's somewhere in Iowa or something. But here it is, the racing movie, and it says, sweeps you into a drama of speed and spectacle. Okay, I don't know how much speed, but James Garner, Eva Marie Saint, I'm sorry for that. Okay, Yves Saint Laurent and other people that I don't know. But it was kind of a bomb, and but all seats reserved, and it's at the Randolph Theater here in Philadelphia. I don't know how it got from Life 1967 to actually have the Walnut Street Theater in there. I guess they made lives, like local. Because and ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, here it is.
Cutthroat Island.
Now, before Pirates of the Caribbean, there was right over here, Cutthroat Island. Okay, Cutthroat Island, and special advanced screening here. So nobody has seen it yet. So they don't know that it is the biggest bomb out there for years and years. Made the least amount of money. Her husband, Gina Davis, directed the movie, and poor Matthew Modine. Okay, we remember him from Full Metal Jacket. Their careers were put on hold for a long time after this bomb came out. All right, and I can't believe that they actually made Pirates of the Caribbean after this Cutthroat Island. And Gina Davis went on to win an Academy Award. I think this might have been after it. That's why they gave her carte blanche. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the legendary Wid doing archaeology on himself here in his storage space. Watch for me on YouTube.